for the last few weeks, we have experienced several really devastating tragedies, and from hurricanes to earthquakes to the shooting in Las Vegas last night. And so I just wanted to, for all the families out there that are suffering and that are grief-stricken, and even it's touched home here in our studio with our producer, and I just wanted to, give a heartfelt my condolences to everyone who lost loved ones recently, and that there's a lot of sadness, but there's a lot of love and compassion out there too. So, be kind to one another, especially now. Be kind to your neighbors, those who are suffering, and take a little time out and say a prayer for everyone. And that's what I wanted to say before I started the show. And I also wanted to say that it's October 1st, and, it's National Breast Health Awareness Month. And this month, we're going to try to focus on things that will help you improve your health, improve your breast health, but your overall health as well. So I have a wonderful guest in studio with me today, and her name is Ashley Agaloff.
Hello.
And Ashley has a bachelor's degree in education and is certified as a health coach. There she is. Yoga instructor and thermography technician. So Ashley merges her skills of teaching and knowledge of health to educate people about thermography and wellness. Her passion for spreading awareness about health modalities that can effectively help others came from her personal experience of overcoming her own serious health issues using natural lifestyle changes to regain her now vibrant health. Ashley loves learning, reading, volunteering, and being with loved ones. Her vision is to change the world by empowering people to create a life they love by focusing on their spiritual, emotional, and physical well-being. I'm being moved around. So I would like to welcome Ashley to the studio with us today. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I am too, because I've heard about thermography for so long, but I've never had it done myself, and now is my chance. And for all of you out there, it's your chance to get to learn more about this procedure, because it's a lot safer than some things that are out there, and it's less invasive and less painful.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm just sharing this out. I'm going to share it out to everyone out there on Facebook. So Ashley, exactly what is medical thermography?
So medical thermography is it's a risk assessment test for early detection of breast cancer. It can do the whole body, but I know that because it's Breast Health Awareness Month, we want to focus more on the breasts. Right. And what it is it's just like if I was to take a picture of you, I take a picture of you, only your shirt is off. And, but what's great is you're not going into a machine, your breasts aren't getting compressed. It's a really non-invasive procedure. Like you said, it's painless, and there's no radiation to it. So you could technically get this test done every day if you really wanted to see the physiology change.
Right. So it's non-invasive. It's a thermal camera?
It is, yes.
Okay. So what does it actually take pictures of? Like, what do we see? What do you see when you take pictures?
Yeah, of course. So it's detecting the abnormal heat patterns in the body. So what happens is when there's heat in the body, that indicates inflammation. And as you probably know, inflammation is the precursor to disease.
Right.
So the whole point of this is it's a screening tool so that we can see, okay, what's going on here? What are the vascular changes from one time to another? So the whole point is we get a thermography. Right. And then come back and you get to see, is the lifestyle changes I made, are they better?
If
Did
it's
it work?
Working, right.
Or is something going on that you need to really take a proactive approach to? And you see all the different colors when your picture comes back. So you see the colors on the camera. I mean, on the report.
On the report. Okay.
Exactly.
So it's a heat signature. So when you see too much heat in one area, that's cause for at least a little bit of concern and further investigation.
Definitely, yeah. I'm not the one who interprets it. A doctor does. He's called a thermologist.
Okay.
And I send it to him. He decides based on the heat patterns what kind of risk you are. So if you're at low risk for a scan, low risk, then you get to come back in a year. And then if you're at high risk, he recommends coming back in about 3 months because we really want to make sure that physiology of the scan, that the blood patterns and the vascular patterns didn't grow and nothing's growing inside those cells.
Okay, great. And you did say that you can get it done because it's non-invasive and it doesn't harm you in any way. So if you want to get screened multiple times, you can get screened. There's no limit to how much you can get screened. Other than your budget.
Exactly. Yeah, you probably don't want to do it every day.
All right. So, talking about budget. So, what is the procedure? How do you pay? Does insurance cover it? What are some of the, I'm just trying to share it out as much as possible on Facebook. So if you see me like moving my fingers around, I'm just inviting as many people to get this information as possible.
Good. You have to.
So, yes. So budget wise, how do payments work? Is it through insurance?
So it's not covered by insurance because it is a preventative screening. And as we know, most preventative screenings aren't covered by insurance. But it's very affordable. For a breast scan, it's $249. And that includes the doctor fee, the images, and afterwards I go over the report with you to give you any recommendations. Okay.
Do you need a referral from your... No, you can just make an appointment and come in and get it done?
Exactly.
Well, that's great news. Yeah. Do you have any specials going on for the month of October?
Yes, actually, it's $50 off for a breast scan.
Okay, so $200 instead of $250.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what are some of the additional tests that you would recommend getting in addition to thermography?
Yeah, so there is a common misconception that a lot of people say, only get this test, only get that test. That is not what I believe, and from a medical standpoint, it's not what anybody believes. So with thermography, you get thermography, and then you also get either a mammogram or ultrasound or both, because that's an anatomical test, and this is a physiological test. So you want to get both done, so you can be as preventative as possible.
So an ultrasound is recommended as well as thermography?
Yes.
That is awesome. So like I said, tomorrow I am going to get a mammogram done. I have my appointment already. I'm getting a 3D mammogram and ultrasound done because I usually do them in tandem, get them done.
That's great.
And so moving forward, if I wanted to get, if I wanted to avoid the pain of a mammogram, because it is painful.
Yeah, I've never gotten one, so I don't know.
Oh my goodness, it is painful. So to avoid the pain of a mammogram, I can just make an appointment. And where are you located?
I actually travel, so my camera, like I said, it's just like a camera, so I can really go to many locations. So I rent space from different doctors' offices. So
it has to be done in a doctor's office, though?
Or in a massage office, something that has a wall and no windows.
Well, a wall and no windows. Why no windows?
Because that radiates heat.
Okay, so you don't want any kind of heat.
Yeah,
so air-conditioned room,
yes.
No windows.
You are a little cold.
What
that's
about
the only
lights?
Thing. Lights is fine.
Lights are fine? Learning some stuff.
So you can do it there. But yeah, I'm mostly in Boca and Delray. And then if somebody calls and wants me to go to like Hollywood for the day or Miami or Jupiter, then I do that as well.
Okay, so do you make like arrangements with certain doctors that you'll be there for the day then? And then people can make appointments there? Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great, traveling. So I did want to get your contact information so that people can get in touch with you if they needed to find out more about, and I also want to give you the number to call, because if you wanted to find out more about thermography and I'm not covering the questions that you have, call 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, so that we can get your questions answered about thermography as well. So, yes, how can someone get in touch with you, Ashley?
So you can give me a call at 561-703-2022. I also have a website where you can learn a little bit more information. It's www.yourlimitlesshealth.com. So that's really the best way.
Yourlimitlesshealth.com. All right. So now we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that you can do for breast health. What are some things we were talking earlier about massages or exercises or brushing technique. I have no idea. So let's dive into some of those things, and then we'll take a break in a minute. But what are some things that you can do? Like if you notice something, an abnormal heat signature in one of your breasts, what should you do?
So I think this is great for everyone to do, regardless if there's a heat signature. But I really believe in efficiency. So things that you could do at home that aren't expensive and that are very little time.
Okay.
So the first thing is breast massage. I know it may sound weird, but your husband can do it for you, you know, make it a little sexy or something. But you take some oil.
Or if you're by yourself,
or
just
by
do
yourself,
it for yourself.
You know, whatever you want, whatever makes it exciting. But you take a little frankincense oil, which is really anti-inflammatory.
Okay, so that's why frankincense. Is there any other particular type of oil, or just
there's other ones you can use. I just love frankincense. I think it has the best. Yeah, okay. That's my favorite one. But there's other ones you could use. And take that with a little bit of carrier oil, some coconut oil I use. You can use almond oil. Okay. Olive oil, whatever oil you want. And you can actually look on YouTube, and there's like how to breast massage properly, and you go in a certain direction. I think it's like 30 times. And it's easy. You do it like before the shower, after the shower. It smells good. It's nice. Okay. It's easy.
Do you need to be laying down to do it? Can you stand up and do it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you can stand up. Yeah, so it's really easy, and it's effective because we have a lot of lymph nodes over there, so we kind of want to break that up and reduce the inflammation.
Okay.
Another thing is dry brushing. Are you familiar with that?
I have no idea what dry brushing is. Okay. That's the whole brush situation. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, so don't worry.
Okay.
But you get like a dry loofah, like at Whole Foods or on the internet.
Okay.
And I recommend
the
getting
natural loofah.
Like a natural one, but it has the
loofah.
brushes. It has like the little brushes. It's called the dry brush.
Okay.
And all you do is you start at your feet and you go up towards your heart, and then when you get to your neck, you go down towards your heart, and then you go around your breasts. And what it does is it breaks up. And our skin has all these little lymph nodes, so it breaks up your lymphatic system, and it detoxes your body in a really easy way. It takes me probably like 4 minutes. I do it every day before I go in the shower.
So you go up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on YouTube too. It shows
strokes
like 10 times each thing. So like legs 10 times and then up 10 times. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really easy.
And you don't need any oil with that one.
No oil.
No oil.
That'll mess up your dry brush. You'll waste your money.
Just straight dry brush.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back a little bit more with Ashley in a moment. Afraid of needles? Anxious about going under the knife? Do the words invasive surgery make you queasy to think about? After years of being mistaken for someone in her 20s, Alicia Curry, a mom of 3 in her late 40s, finally got tired of hearing, "You should write a book about why you look so young." So that's exactly what she did. In her book, Age Younger, 21 Tips to Make Your 40s Look Like Your 20s, she outlines 21 of her top tips for looking and feeling decades younger. These tips can easily be implemented into your own lifestyle so you too can make your 40s look like your 20s. Go to acradio.live to order your copy today. Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and you know me from my radio show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Curry. If you lack confidence and boldness to really go out there and conquer the world, I'm here to share this valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, I'll take you through a process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence and win. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Buy this book today at www.acradio.live. You're listening to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Curry. Now, let's get back to the show. I'm back on. Yes, and I'm back. I'm still on Facebook, guys. So if you have any questions on Facebook, or if you have any questions and you want to call in, and you have anything you wanted to ask Ashley, call in. The number is 888-565-1470. Oh, Jenny had a question. She asked, can you use funds from a healthcare reimbursement account to pay for it?
If it's like a card?
If it's a card.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And is there Carliana, hi Carliana, asked if there's an age requirement for the test for mammograms.
No, I mean, you can start as early as you want. I've had 16-year-olds start just because they have a risk in their family and they want to get it done sooner, you know, to get a baseline screening. So the earlier you get it, the better. I got my first scan at 24, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. Let me see. There we go. So if you have any other questions, again, you can put it up on Facebook. We're live on Facebook, or you can call in. I did want to ask, what got you into, becoming a thermographist? Is that it? Is that
Thermographer.
A word? Thermographer. I'm making up words.
Whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. It's just a word.
Becoming a technician, a thermography technician. What inspired you?
Well, I told you I'm a nutrition coach, and I was doing a nutrition workshop. And one of the girls that came was a thermographer. So long story short, I went and got a full body thermography. And after that, she was moving. So she asked if I would do some of her patients over here. So that's how I kind of got into it. And then I started that. And I just loved it, how it showed, like, for me, it showed I had a thyroid issue. Like, on it, it showed that my thyroid something was going on. I had no idea. So it was really cool to just see what was going on from a physiological standpoint.
And I did have a question. It just popped right in and popped right out.
That happens all the time.
As you were talking about getting a full body scan. Oh my goodness. All right. We'll get back to that question when it pops back into my head. But was there any kind of specialized training that you had to do in order to get, is there a licensing process?
It's not a licensing process, it's a certification process. So you do have to go through a certification, which you go around with somebody, they teach you how to use the camera, and then you do some classes online to learn the science of it and what it all entails, and not how to read it. I'm not allowed to do that because I'm not a doctor.
Right.
Maybe I should go to med school, but not right now.
That was another question I did ask you when we were talking about this earlier, is not any doctor can read it. They have to be very specialized in thermography. So you send your scans out.
I do. Actually, the doctor, he's a thermologist. He's been doing this for 32 years, but he lives in California. Okay. So I just send it through the computer, and then he sends it back, and I go over it with
the report. Yeah. And you go over the report with everybody. And then you recommend certain treatment options as well?
Yes. I mean, I'm not a doctor, so nothing medically, more of from a nutrition standpoint. Some nutrition stuff and a few tips.
The tips that you shared with massage and dry brushing and that help. And you've said that dry brushing or massage, these techniques, people have come back with different scans after a few months of doing that.
And it's improved. And I don't know if it's specifically towards that, but I also work with people if they want with a nutrition program. So sometimes I think it's that too.
You're right. Detoxing your body, getting rid of inflammation, those kinds of things that help.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good. I hope you guys are learning something today, because I know I am. So you were a nutrition coach before?
Yes, I still do that, but I just added thermography into my practice, which is really nice.
That's great. That's great. And actually, I found out it's no wonder you knew Margie, because, I found out today we had mutual friends, because Dr. Paula had recommended you.
Oh, yeah. I know her, yeah.
That's no wonder. So,
small world.
I'm really excited about this, and I'm going to do my stuff tomorrow, but I think I am also going to get thermography done. So if you wanted a full body scan, let's say, I know we're focusing on breast health, but if you wanted a full body scan, do you do front and back? Do you do
everything, even the bottoms of the feet?
Even the bottoms of your feet. Wow. And how much is a full body scan then if you're doing?
That's $4.99.
$4.99. That's not bad, considering if just the breast is $250 and the whole body is $4.99.
Right, and that includes the breast.
And that includes the breast. That's something to think about, guys, because, at least if you're feeling healthy now, you get a baseline, and, maybe once a year you do a full body scan and see if there's anything that's changing within your body.
Yeah, it's interesting. My healthiest clients who have the lowest inflammation are the ones that come consistently. And the ones that have the most inflammation don't really come back to follow up. They don't want to know.
They don't want to know.
Yeah.
It's a typical story.
Yes, exactly.
Because, usually when people know something's going on with them in their health, they really don't want to know, because a lot of people don't want to deal with it. But that's a great preventative tool. And I think you can use, like you said, if it's a medical card, like a debit card that people have, a reimbursement card, you can use that
Yep, I use that
and you
for
can
my
use your
health
credit
stuff.
card, debit card as well to pay for it. And why not? You know, it's why not take preventative measures to improve your health, or at least be aware. You know, awareness is key. Be aware of what's going on in your body, because you can't tell what's going on inside of your body, but this camera can.
Exactly.
It can take some pictures and see if there's something not right within your body. That is awesome. I'm really
cool technology.
Yeah, I thought it was this whole big, machine thing.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people do.
Yeah, kind of like the mammogram, the machine, and it's really simple, and it's very unintimidating. You know, if it's just you and a camera. Well, how big is the camera? Is it like a?
It's like that small.
It's a little teeny.
It's like kind of like that, but even smaller.
Oh, wow.
On the thing.
It's a little teeny camera.
It's tiny. Yep. That's why it's portable. They used to be much bigger, actually. I just got lucky and got a new one.
Blow my mind right now. And the picture is the picture. Do they like blow up so you can see it? How did the picture? I mean, how?
No, it's just like a normal piece of paper. The picture. Yeah. I mean, if you want to blow it up, put it in your room.
Read it in your on your computer, or you just print it out for them.
Email.
You email it to them,
and then I go over it with them, so they're looking at it while I am, so that they could keep it. They could bring it to their doctor if they want to. I don't know.
Yeah.
If their doctor will like it, but they can bring it if they want.
They can bring it and show them little things. Listen, this is my aha face. Just I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it's cool.
So funny. It is kind of cool. Wow. So let us get your contact information again, Ashley, because I want to make sure that everybody got that. It is your phone number?
It's 561-703-2022.
561-703-2022. And your website again?
YourLimitlessHealth.com.
YourLimitlessHealth.com. Wow. So, for breast health, we've learned that you can get thermography done. You can use massage with frankincense and any other kind of oil mixed together. Olive oil or coconut oil or whichever oil you choose to use. And you can dry brush. Who knew? Dry brush. So dry brushing breaks up your lymphatic system, you said, and helps it drain.
Yeah, helps your body detox.
And drain your lymphatic system, and you have to brush towards your heart.
Right. You can also do that a little mini trampoline. You could jump up and down. I mean, kind of same effect, but if you want to be lazy, then you can do the dry brush.
You could do the trampoline or the dry brush. All right. So, or both.
Yeah, both is
you can
good.
do both. That's very good for your body. So, what other things can you recommend once thermography is done for someone who wants to come back, who really needs to improve their health? Because you talked about nutrition. So, give us some tips for nutrition that can help either detox our bodies or give us, just give us some
I think nutrition's the most important thing. I don't like to overwhelm people, so I would say if you're new to all of this, even just adding greens into every meal. Just raw greens, cooked greens, whatever, just eat them. And then if you're already into eating healthy, maybe adding in juicing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or some bone broth to help heal your gut health if you have gut issues. I don't know. A lot of people do and you don't even know it.
Right.
If you feel like foggy or you have energy issues or anything like that, you probably have gut issues. And that's linked to our brain.
Your gut is your brain.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, your gut is the brain of the body. So I have a question from Diane who is asking, how do doctors feel about thermography versus, traditional mammograms?
So most MD doctors don't agree with it. They say only mammograms. They won't even look at I've had people who've asked me to talk to their doctors about it, and they won't even talk to me.
Wow.
And then I've had other people who, gynecologists, who are like, oh, my gynecologist, mine personally recommends it, to her patients. But she also recommends the mammography.
To get
so
a
I think it just
mammogram
really depends on how knowledgeable they are about it and what their view. Everyone's going to be different.
Right. And so do you think more education needs to be out there about it, or they're just...
I think it would be nice. I think the doctors that are more open-minded to read the things and read the articles, those are the ones that are going to recommend it. But the ones that are just closed-minded, I mean, you're not going to change their mind.
Sometimes they're very traditionalist.
Exactly.
And they just believe in one way of doing things, and
it's
not broken.
I say it's not their fault, but like I always say...
But it doesn't seem like it's that expensive.
No, it's not. Back in the day because this is from the 60s, it was really, really expensive.
Yeah.
Now it's much less. So
how long has it been around?
Since 1958, I believe.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, so technology's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it used to look much different.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Ashley. I hope you all learned something about thermography out there and breast health. And we will see you next week for another great show. I have another great guest coming on. So thank you again, Ashley.
Thank you.
And everyone,
Thanks
be
for having
careful,
me.
stay safe, and I'll see you next week. A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and